What just happened at Dodger Stadium has the entire baseball world talking, and not in a good way. Shohei Ohtani, the face of modern baseball and one of the most iconic athletes in the world, was just the victim of what many are calling a dirty play, a shocking, dangerous moment that left fans speechless, the Dodgers fuming, and Mel B scrambling to respond. Was it a targeted hit, a reckless move, or something far more sinister brewing beneath the surface of the game we love? Buckle in, because this story isn't just about an injury. It's about the explosive chain reaction that could change the season, reshape rivalries, and force the league to make a statement. The baseball world was left stunned after an explosive and deeply controversial incident unfolded at Dodger Stadium during a highly anticipated matchup between the Los Angeles Dodgers and the Minnesota Twins. The headline-grabbing moment came in the sixth inning when none other than Dodgers megastar Shohei Ohtani suffered a serious injury in what many fans, analysts, and even league officials are calling one of the dirtiest and most dangerous plays of the 2025 MLB season. What started as a high-stakes regular season showdown quickly spiraled into chaos and fury after Ohtani, who had already electrified the crowd earlier with a towering 2-run home run, was violently taken out in a shocking collision at second base. During his third at-bat, Ohtani drilled a line drive into right center and blazed down the base path, eyeing a routine double. But just as he launched into his slide, a Twins infielder, not in possession of the ball, made a sudden and unnatural move, twisting his body directly into Ohtani's path in a blatant base lane obstruction. The collision was brutal. Ohtani's right knee buckled on impact, and he crumpled to the ground, clutching his leg in visible agony as a stunned silence fell over the stadium. Medical staff rushed onto the field while fans across the globe held their breath. What followed was outrage. Dodgers manager Dave Roberts erupted from the dugout, launching into a fierce confrontation with the umpiring crew as replays clearly showed the obstruction. Roberts didn't mince words. He called it a deliberate attempt to injure one of the league's most iconic players. In the hours that followed, the Dodgers front office sprang into action, submitting an official complaint to MLB that included game footage, medical evaluations, and strategic breakdowns from the team's analytics department. Within 24 hours, Major League Baseball launched a formal investigation. After reviewing multiple camera angles and consulting independent rule experts, the league issued one of its harshest punishments in recent memory. The Twins player responsible was suspended for the remainder of the season, while the Minnesota Twins organization was fined $100,000, and their coaching staff handed a one-game ban and a formal warning. The message was clear: endangering players, especially global superstars like Ohtani, would not be tolerated under any circumstance. Meanwhile, the Dodgers released a medical update confirming that Ohtani had suffered a grade 2 knee strain. While MRI scans ruled out structural damage or torn ligaments, the injury still demands 10 to 14 days of focused rehab and rest. A collective sigh of relief was heard when team doctors stated the injury wasn't season-ending, but concerns remain about whether Ohtani will return to full strength in time for the Dodgers' critical playoff push. Without him, the team's performance takes a significant hit. Recent analytics from The Athletic reveal an 18% drop in average run production when Ohtani is out of the lineup. That number alone has Dodgers fans and staff holding their breath. And it's not just the baseball community in the United States that's on edge. Japanese media have been covering every development with front-page urgency, reporting hourly on Ohtani's condition, voicing concern over player safety, and urging LLB to enact clearer protective rules to prevent similar incidents in the future. Ohtani isn't just a player. He's a national hero and international ambassador for the game. His influence stretches far beyond the field, and many argue that his presence has single-handedly elevated the global profile of Major League Baseball. With that kind of visibility, any injury to Ohtani becomes a global talking point. And this one, involving a seemingly malicious act, only intensified the spotlight. Fans took to social media, including Reddit, X, and Instagram, in overwhelming support of Ohtani, while demanding stricter enforcement of base path obstruction rules and harsher penalties for reckless behavior. The Twins organization, meanwhile, faced a firestorm of criticism, both for the players' actions and their initial lack of remorse. Many have questioned whether the coaching staff fostered a culture of aggressive play, especially given previous incidents involving questionable slide tactics. Though the team later issued a public apology, it did little to quiet the backlash. MLB officials have also confirmed that Twins games will now be monitored more closely for the rest of the season to ensure there are no repeat offenses. As for the Dodgers, the timing couldn't have been worse. With the NL West standings tightening and rivals like the Padres and Giants heating up, losing their best player for even a few games could alter the trajectory of their season. The Dodgers are currently clinging to a slim lead, and with every win crucial, Ohtani's absence could be the difference between clinching the division and falling into a dreaded wild card spot. Manager Dave Roberts is already making roster adjustments, possibly shifting Will Smith into the number 3 slot in the batting order while keeping Mookie Betts as the leadoff. Fortunately, Max Muncy is finally recovering his form after an earlier injury, giving the team another power option. In terms of public relations, the Dodgers are also working overtime to maintain fan confidence and assure sponsors that the organization stands firm on integrity and player protection. All media appearances from Ohtani have been suspended to allow him full focus on recovery. His rehab will be conducted at the team's private facility with daily evaluations and no media interference. Prior to the incident, Ohtani had continued to put up staggering numbers. In fact, he began this very game on the mound that gave up a leadoff home run to Byron Buxton. However, Ohtani quickly redeemed himself with that aforementioned moonshot, a 441-foot blast over center field that gave the Dodgers a 2-1 lead and sent the crowd into a frenzy. The feat was historic. It marked the first time since 1979 that a pitcher had both surrendered and hit a home run in the same inning. In the final innings, drama intensified again when Dodgers closer Tanner Scott left the game with what appeared to be elbow discomfort. Reliever Kirby Yates stepped in and nearly allowed a 3-run homer to Twins shortstop Carlos Correa. But James Outman delivered a defensive masterpiece, leaping at the center field. Walters snatched the ball mid-flight and robbed Correa of a game-changing moment. The crowd exploded. The stadium speakers blasted, "I love LA," and the Dodgers clung to victory despite the overwhelming tension. Offensively, the team flexed its muscles all night. In addition to Ohtani's rocket, Will Smith crushed 2 home runs, while Andy Pages added another, leading to an offensive explosion that broke a frustrating 3-game losing streak and marked the team's first win after the All-Star break. But the bigger question remains: will Shohei Ohtani return in time to lead this team to October glory, or will this controversial and dangerous play cast a shadow over the Dodgers season? As fans wait for updates, one thing is certain: the events of this game will echo across the baseball world for weeks to come.